The surgery lasted 6 hours and 40 minutes. Ifoma counted every one of them. She sat in the waiting area with Mother, rosary beads moving quietly through her fingers, while Chukwuebuka slept across her lap, still clutching his crayon drawing. Nnamdi paced the corridor. Ugochi sat with her eyes closed, lips moving silently. Emeka was somewhere in the theater, giving a part of himself so his brother could live. When the doctor finally emerged through the double doors, his expression was unreadable for one terrifying second. Then he smiled. "The surgery was successful," he said. "Both of them are resting." Mother collapsed forward in her chair, face in her hands, shoulders shaking with the kind of cry that only comes after a very long time of holding everything together. Ifoma pressed Chukwuebuka's sleeping face gently to her shoulder and whispered, "Your daddy is going to be okay." 3 weeks later, Okwudili sat up in his hospital bed for the first time without help. It was a small thing, just sitting up, but Ifoma cried. Mother clapped her hands slowly and said, "Thank you, God." Chukwuebuka ran to him with his arms wide open, and the nurses had to remind him gently to be careful. Then something else happened that nobody expected. Chidinma booked a flight from the UK. She arrived on a Thursday evening, still in her travel clothes, a navy blue coat over a red blouse and black trousers, rolling her suitcase through the hospital corridor without stopping to rest. When she reached Okwudili's room, she stood in the doorway for a moment, took one look at her brother and broke down completely. "I kept sending small money and telling myself it was enough. It wasn't enough. I wasn't enough." Okwudili, still weak, but clearer in his eyes than he had been in months, simply opened his arms. "You're here now," he said. "Come." A month later, a family meeting was called, not by crisis this time, but by choice. They sat together in Mother's living room, all 6 of them for the first time in over a decade. Ugochi made pepper soup, Nnamdi bought drinks, and Emeka arranged chairs. Nobody had planned an agenda, but slowly, quietly, things began to be said that had never been said before. "I was ashamed," Nnamdi admitted, looking at the floor. "Not of you, of myself. Every time I saw how much you had sacrificed, I felt guilty, and instead of facing it, I just disappeared." "I did the same," Ugochi said quietly. "I buried myself in work so I wouldn't have to think about what I owed you." Okwudili listened to each of them. When it was quiet, he spoke simply. "I never needed your money, as much as I needed you to show up. Even once, just to show up." The room was silent for a long moment. Then Chidinma, wiping her eyes, said the thing they all needed to hear. "We cannot give back the years, but we can choose differently from today." It wasn't a dramatic vow. There were no loud promises. Just 6 people in a small sitting room in Umuahia, tired, flawed, and finally, truly present. Mother sat in her corner chair, watching her children, saying nothing, but the smile on her face was the kind that had been absent for a very long time. And somehow, quietly, without anyone announcing it, the family began again.